Okay, last tweet. Wow. So this class has just been really awesome overall. It has taught me a ton about myself, about others, about how to treat others and different things that you do that you don't even notice about that can affect how others feel. And just so many things in between. And just like leadership and how to be a better leader and how to be a better person and how to be better in all of your different relationships, whether they be friendships, romantic, familial, or coworker, anything. It's just been really neat getting everything from the narratives, which have just been awesome. I love them. I think everyone should take this class just because you learn so much about each other and from each other and from everyone's different walks of life. And it's just really neat to see that even though like a lot of the people in the class had some really tough stuff that they went through, they're still so positive and they have gotten past that and are just like striving to not let that define them in a negative way. And it's just really, really cool to see. But yeah, this class has definitely taught me a lot of different things. Like the self-awareness has been really neat. I've never really thought about what I value and like what makes me me and why I am the way that I am. The Strengths Finder assessment was really neat in that way because I'd never taken it. And I know I hit on that a lot in different papers and my leadership philosophy, but it was just really neat to see what my strengths are as a person and figure out how that relates to what I do on a day-to-day basis and really connect to how I use those strengths and why I think that I have them. It was just very eye-opening and really neat to see. I really liked it. Like it was a cool thing to discover about myself. And also the self-awareness, like I said back in my narrative, I became aware that I do tend to internalize a lot of my true feelings. And so this class helped me to open up more and share my worries and my true thoughts on stuff. And so that was really neat to see. And the self-regulation part gave me a lot of stuff to think about, like the whole criticism versus complaint. That's something I can definitely work on in my relationship with my twin brother. And work on making sure that there's no resentment and that we can continue to mend that relationship and to make it better and stronger. So there's just there's so many things I learned. I also learned that the way that you treat people is really important, especially as a leader. When you treat people well, they're going to be more receptive, and I think that everyone's going to work together more. And if you have that trust, which all of us got when we shared our narratives, so a lot of us were strangers, complete strangers to one another, but we shared such intimate parts of our life and our story. And so that built just a sense of trust and bond. And we had such a nurturing environment. So that taught me to carry that into my life, into all my different relationships, in my workplace, in my family, in my friendships, everything. And to just be aware of what other people are going through and what might be going through their head and what how that's going to affect how they interact with you and how they might be behaving and everything else that makes them who they are, and just to learn to empathize and to mirror their emotions and just get down to a sense of understanding of one another. And the quote that I picked is, "A woman of true beauty is a woman who, in the depths of her soul, is at rest. She exudes a sense of calm and invites those around her to rest as well. She speaks comfort, she offers others the grace to be and the room to become. In her presence, we can release the tension and pressure that so often grip our hearts. Her spacious, beautiful soul invites others to come, to be, to taste, to see that the Lord is good. A woman who makes herself vulnerable and available for intimacy invites others to do the same. In her presence, you can breathe again. You are free to be you. She unveils her beauty and invites you to life. I just think that that's a really neat quote and a really neat way to try and live your life. And I am now at 5 minutes and 10 seconds. So I'll hit more on that in my tweet. But this class has been super great. I'm so happy I got to take it. Thank you so much for everything that you guys taught and shared and did for all of us. I really appreciate it. It's been one heck of a semester. Thanks.